Hello YouTube, I'm Michelle Morar, and today I wanted to talk to you. You have no retirement savings and you are age 60 and you're thinking about retiring at age 62. Currently you are making $50,000 pre-retirement and you're wondering, how can I do this? Well, when you put the figures in, you look at it and your monthly Social Security benefit would be $1,100. You multiply that by 12 and that's $13,200 that you would have annually. Well, that's a huge shortage. When you subtract the $13,200 from 50, you get $36,800 that you're short. So you decide, okay, instead of completely retiring and not working, I will work part-time. Well, that would add $17,040 because that's what you can make in 2018 part-time before your Social Security is penalized. But you still have a $19,760 shortage. So what do you do? What are you supposed to do? I was watching another YouTube channel, and this old man was sitting on his porch in West Virginia, Wheeling, West Virginia. And he had his nice little house. It was a small little minimalist house that I'm assuming is paid for, and he had his land and he had his chickens. And he said he would still be going to the grocery store, but he would be living off the land. And he could make it on that 62. He had worked 40 something years and he was tired of working. And listen, I hear you. I understand you. I can hear what you're saying. I understand that you don't want to work that much. You don't want to continue to work more. But guess what? Even if you have your little house that's already paid for, you're still going to have to pay the taxes. There's still going to be property taxes that you're still going to have to pay. I'm assuming in West Virginia they have property taxes. I'm assuming that. I don't live there, so I'm not totally sure, but I'm assuming that they do. But the point of the matter is this. Yes, absolutely. If you can live off the land, if you can own your house, and if those things would help you to be able to retire, then go ahead and retire. But what about this? What about this? If it's so easy to live off of Social Security, then why not take that basically $20,000 right here and start living off of it with your current salary and condition now, and you have $20,000 and you push that retirement out just 3 more years. Just 3 more years. Instead of 62, and your Social Security amount will go up as well, but you would have at 5 more years, if you saved that amount, the 20,000, you would have $100,000. Let's also assume that this person who's making $50,000 a year, they have a house that is valued at $200,000. They only owe $100,000, but you know what? Even though you owe $100,000 more on that house, that means you still have a mortgage that you're paying, right? So why not eliminate that? Why not do this? Why not say, okay, I've got a $200,000 house. Let me sell it. I owe $100,000. I'll pay off the bank, and I have $100,000 to do what I need to do. And maybe you take that $100,000 and instead of buying a $100,000 house, maybe you buy a $50,000 house. Then you would have 50 plus that 100 if you put it off, and you have $150,000. These are all ideas, these are all things that you can do, but the fact of the matter is if all you have is Social Security, that's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to reduce your lifestyle. If you have money saved, then it can alleviate that, because I'm going to tell you this, old man in West Virginia, you're not always going to be able to have that part-time job, because you may actually get sick and not be able to work. You may not have that ability. So whatever money that you have saved would supplement right here. Because I can tell you right now, if you can live off of $13,200, then Lord help us all. Go ahead and put your $40,000 in the bank, and instead of 20, you would have, let's look at it. Holy camole. Holy camole. Look at this. If you can live off the 13,000, then why not take that 40,000 times 5, and you would have $200,000. You sold your house and you have another 50. You have the 250,000. Oh, you're a quarter of the way to a million. Okay? So let's get real here. Let's get real. If you can't live off the 13,200, that's really what you need to be thinking about. Is how do I supplement that? Because I'm going to tell you, there's going to come a day. There is going to come a day that you're not able to do that part-time work. Unfortunately. It happens to every one of us, and I hate to be the one that is the bearer of bad news, but that will happen. So you need to have some money saved up so that it can supplement what you have in Social Security. I have here, you want a place to put those funds? Let's look at some inexpensive places that you could put it. Some inexpensive places on the internet. You could go to Merrill Edge. Their fees are $6.95. That means that if you bought 100 shares of whatever stock, it would only cost you $6.95. They do not require an account minimum. A lot of companies you had to have at least $500, $1,000, $2,000 to open an account. Today, that has changed. Merrill Edge, TD Ameritrade, and Ally Invest all have 0 on their account minimum. So there is no excuse why. And look at these fees, $6.95. TD Ameritrade, $6.95. Ally Invest, $4.95. They'll even give you promotions that they have. Now, typically, if you have no money, if you're not putting in $100, you're probably not going to, you may not get a promotional, okay? But look, these are small fees that you have to pay. So it's easier than ever to put money aside, and the fact of the matter is you are going to at some point need some extra money that you've saved over your lifetime. And the man is right in one aspect of, yes, you can reduce your lifestyle now. Reduce your lifestyle now. And start doing things that you know to do. He was talking about renting. I mean, most people are owning their house and they have a mortgage is what they're paying. But there are others who are renting, and those are problems that they have. But let's all talk about it. Save money today, because there's going to come a day when you're not going to be able to have that part-time job. If you have questions, please go to my website, www.michellemorar.com, and request information. Ask me questions. You can ask in the comments below. If you like this information, give me a big thumbs up. If you hate this information, give me a big thumbs down. But hey, either way, how about subscribing to my channel? I really would appreciate it. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.